I can be wasteful. Like, if something gets to the bottom, I will throw it away. Ketchup. If ketchup gets like that much left, I'm like, blah. She will put the old ketchup with the new ketchup. That way your ketchup's always gross. Toothpaste. I will use it to what I think the average person uses it to. I don't think I should feel muscles trying to get it out. I'm not gonna have an iron on top of it. But she'll do it more. So I know when I'm done with it, I give it to the hobo I married. She cuts it, gets it all out.
I told one guy that. He tried to tell me that was for, like, when people leave their babies in the car. Like, you know, like when you go out and you're like, I cannot remember if I brought my baby today. And I don't want to walk all the way back and check. Like, what if it's not there? If it's not there, I'm going to look like a jackass in front of my friends. I wish I could check secretly without everybody knowing. Here's my method for if someone's gonna hide in my car and kill me. It's a huge fear of mine. So what I do is right when I start my car, I have Journey, Don't Stop Believing in my CD player. So right when I start it, it's right on the Don't Stop Believing part, because that's a great song. Like, you commit a murder to that song. That is that good of a song. That guy would want to, and then he would like just be furious. He'd just get up and be like, look, that's a really good tune, all right? You got me. And then he'd climb up front with you, and you become friends. And that's just a neat story. How do you know Dennis? Dennis, he was a murderer. Turns out, pretty big Journey fan. Actually a good guy once you get to know him. He's good. He's a good guy. Thank you.
My dad goes to the hospital all the time. I mean, he has surgery 8 times a year, probably. He loves it. He loves it. The doctor will go, look, you could just stretch. And he goes, let's just do the surgery. He had surgery because he was addicted to Afrin, the nose spray. Yeah. Look, I got addicted to Afrin as well. I would honestly tell you, if you don't know what it is, I would tell you not to get involved. It's one of the best things I've ever been part of. When I was on it too, my wife was furious. I had to try to hide it from her. She could hear it from 3 blocks away, just one little puff. What's that? I ain't gonna live like this. I ain't worked this hard not to do Afrin in my own home. So my dad, they go to the doctor, him and my mom. And the doctor was like, do you use Afrin? And my dad goes, no. And the doctor was like, I can tell that you use it. I was just saying that. So he goes, how long have you used it? And my dad said 5 years, which is a lie. And my mom is like, she's like, well, tell the truth. You know, she goes, he's used it for 45 years. He used Afrin 45 years. Just for reference, if you don't know, the back of the box suggests no more than 3 days. I mean, there's not a medicine on earth that tells you to give it a good 45-year run. My wife was with me when I had that job. She's been with me way before where we're at right now. She was in it for the benefits. I got at the water company. There it is. We've been married 17 years. Thank you. And I know The longer I'm married, the more I realize why she was put in my life. I would not be here if she was not in my life. I know all of this. Now, I've also become very reliant on her because of this. I don't know anything about me. Like, I don't know what I like and don't like to eat. I mean, someone be like, you want to try this? And I got to get her involved. And I'm like, I don't think so. I don't know how long to microwave something. I have to ask her every time, as if her family invented the microwave. How long do we microwave this for? And she's like, do it till it's hot. It's like, but I know you know a number, just say the number. I'm either gonna call my mom or you're gonna tell me the number. If she doesn't tell me, I type in 90 minutes and I walk away. In our neighborhood, we live in a cul-de-sac, which is very exciting because I grew up on a straight street and I always dreamed of living in a cul-de-sac. You see them and you're like, can you imagine being up in one of those? We do all the cul-de-sac stuff, like if anybody comes down there, we're like, what are you doing down? Just like, you better get out of our cul-de-sac.
What I eat that's the main problem. I eat like a child. It's not good. He goes, let's go through like what you had for breakfast, or your whole day of eating. He goes, let's go through yesterday. And in my head, I'm like, well, yesterday's not a good day, Let's pick another day. He goes, go through yesterday. I go, all right. I had donuts in the morning. And he goes, all right. Was it like they were just out or something? I go, no, I drove to it. I drove to it, and he's like, is it on your way? I go, no, I was late to where I was going because of it. He goes, what about late night snacking? And I was like, well, I had Sour Patch Kids last night. He goes, did you watch a movie? I go, no, just regular TV. And ate them. He's like, the little kid bag? I go, no, it was a bag. It was a bag of them. If you saw it without a label and someone said, hand me that bag, they wouldn't be confused on what you were asking. I always have trouble going to sleep, and I swear every doctor, it's like I eat Sour Patch Kids and have soda, and I'm like, what's going on, man? I can't. Dude, at night, my brain just doesn't stop. And you're like, yeah, dude, you can't eat Sour Patch Kids in bed. Maybe that's a problem.
If you go to Europe, just so you know, it's the most old. It's very old. You think we're old, and you get there, and you're like, good night. What have y'all been doing over here? You just walk around, they're like, that building is from 8. Good golly.
You have to be careful. I just read about, there's this new device you can buy for your car, and it's like a keyless device, and you press it, it's got a heartbeat detector on it. So you aim it at your car, you press it. If it flashes, that means like someone is in your car and they're going to kill you, all right? It's not going to be good. So you press it. If you want to buy it, it's like $550. If you do not have that money, you can do the old school route, which is just look in the window. It's either way, really. It's up to you. So I will never go through that process to get my name changed, so I just deal with it. And it gets brought up. Once I was checking a bag, and the guy behind the counter, he sees my ticket says Nathan, the license says Nathaniel. He was like, this is not good. He goes, these names don't match. And I was like, but they match, right? Like, you can see the leap that we took to get from one to the other. He was like, but they're not the same. I was like, but they're the same. And I'm realizing he cannot find out people call me Nate at that point because, I mean, he can't handle that. I'm gonna call the police over to be like, there's a guy with 3 names trying to fly right here. If you guys want to just shoot him from over there or something. So I was like, what do you want me to do? He goes, you should go home. That's all I got. He's like, I can't believe you've made it this far. I was like, let me just try it, you know? Shouldn't I try it? I said, look, I'll give you that those names don't match. But what I think is gonna help a ton is the picture on the ID. Something that I've always loved that they did. And I think with 70% of that name matching and 100% face, 170%, I think I'll get through it. And this is what he told me. This is honestly what he said. He goes, look, man, I get it, all right? He's trying to relate to me. And he was like, my name's Joseph. That's what's on my license. So I can't buy a ticket under my nickname Bart. They're not gonna let me through. He said it like, right? Like, do you know what, does that make sense? And I was like, that doesn't at all. Those are 2 different names, all right? You should be over there and you should be over here because that's how you're treating me. Like I'm a Joseph Bart. Made it through. And on that trip, I was going to Seattle. And if you've ever been to Seattle, Mount Rainier is near Seattle. That's what they call it that. And I don't know if that's true, just so y'all, it felt like y'all took that like, yeah. We were going out to Mount Rainier, and I was with a buddy of mine. And Mount Rainier is it's the 3rd biggest mountain in America. It's a good one to go to. I don't know who number 1 or number 2 is, but maybe one day it will be number 1, you know? Do mountains keep growing? I don't think we know that yet. It's a good time to see it. It doesn't have the attitude of a 1 or a 2. You guys, so I'm 41 years old. And when I turned 40 was the first age I did not want to turn. I remember parents turning 40, it just feels old. And it's also the age that you do realize everybody you're talking to, you are older than. Before you're 40, I think everybody you talk to is your age. And the reason when you turn 40, you're just older than that person. I'll just be talking to them like, remember that? It's like 97, 98. They go, I wasn't born yet. You're like, golly, are you serious, dude? In my eyes, we look the same. Where's your dad at? Let me talk to him, because I swear I thought you were my age.
I travel a lot, and you know, it's not easy when you travel a lot. When you fly a bunch, you just think you're going to die a bunch. I fly all the time. I was going through security recently, and this lady in front of me told the TSA agent that she was nervous about standing in like the X-ray machine, and then the TSA agent goes, "Well, it's a lot safer than that plane you're about to get on." All right, like what plane is she about to get on? Do you know something about that plane? Like, why would you say that? Have you ever like got on a flight and just looked at everybody already on it? It just looks like a group that would go down in a plane crash, like for some reason. You're like, I feel like I've seen y'all before. I had a pilot tell us right before we take off that he was retiring and this was his last flight. You're like, just say that when we land, dude. We'll be the same people, you know? Like, why are you putting this much pressure on this flight? He's basically just like, either way, this is my last flight. So I don't even like to change flights because I'm afraid I would change into one that goes down. And That would be so frustrating. Just to, everybody's crying, and you're like, you think you guys are upset? I paid $200 extra to get on this flight. Like, you guys are lucky. I was going through a small airport like recently, and like so they just had like the metal detector, and so we go through, and guy in front of me, it beeps, and then they asked him, they're like, hey, do you think, they're like, do you have anything metal on you? And he was like, my keys. He's like, do you think that would do it? And it was like, I think that would be the #1 answer on Family Feud of what would set a metal detector off. Keys? We thought he was gonna be like his knee or something. He's like, keys, do you think? You're like, I don't, let's just try it without it and see what happens. When you're married, fighting is open 24 hours, anytime. We got in a fight recently at 3 a.m. We woke up to get in this fight, and we live in Nashville, and we have a dog that freaks out when it thunders. So it was like thundering. So we have sedatives to give her, because there's only so many times you can tell a dog it's just thunder before you're like, just take this. Hope this works. I'm not going to hold you through it, you know. So I wake up, and I had asked my wife. I was like, hey, where are the sedatives at? And she was like, they're at the top of the cabinet. So I go get them. When I get them, I looked at the bottle, and the bottle said they were expired. So I had to like wake her back up. And I was like, hey, these say they're expired. And she was like annoyed. She was like, they're not expired. Those are new pills in an old pill bottle. And I was like, all right, you know, I should have thought of that. That's my fault. People come to our house all the time, and they get milk, and they're like, is this milk expired? And I have to go, that's new milk in an old milk jug. Are you the stupidest person I've ever met in my life? How could you not figure that out? That's basically what I told her. It wasn't as fun as that, you know, but that was the gist. And instead of just saying, you're right, that's a logical statement, she dives all in and tells me it doesn't matter because dog medicine can't even expire, which she's never even heard a rumor about that. She doesn't know that. We don't know any dog medicine people. I know who she knows, and we don't know one dog medicine maker that's like texting her like, let me tell you a little secret about dog medicine. We've invented medicine that can't expire. Our daughter would put birthday cone hats on, and one slipped over her eye, and it was like that for 6 hours. I was just trying to see how long, like, how's it accidentally not coming off? And she was just going about her day, just eating, drinking, like, yeah, I can't see all that eye no more, all right? That's the cards I was dealt, and that's okay. And then I pulled it off of her, and she's like, oh, I didn't know you were a doctor. And I'm like, I am a doctor. Just two dumb animals talking to each other. So she had skin cancer, and she would get all these spots on her. So we kept getting them removed, but it was really starting to take a toll on her, and she was older. So we knew the day was close. And our daughter, she's 6, she was 5 at the time. This was her first pet. She was best friends with this dog. And it was the first thing that was going to die in her lifetime. So it's a lot of stuff to have to explain to a kid, you know? And so I was talking to my wife about, like, how are we going to tell her? And at first I was like, let's just act like we didn't have a dog. 5-year-olds are smart, but if we stick together on this, and she comes home from school and is like, where's the dog? And we're like, what dog? Like, I've never seen a dog. Don't you think I would know if there was a dog? But I read an article about the long-term damage of that. It's pretty good. So I was just honest with her. And I set her down. I said, look, Annie's very sick, and she's older, and she's going to die soon. This happens, so just love her as much as you can right now. And she took it as good as a 5-year-old can take it. So the next day, I kind of told her again, you got to tell kids over and over again. I kind of kept telling her. I didn't want this to be a surprise. And then Annie surprised us by living 6 months longer. I mean, we were way off on when we thought she was going to die. But I already started telling my daughter I didn't want to stop and then have to start it again. So I just kept it up for 6 months. Every day I was like, she'll die. All right, she will die. She will die, I will die, your mom's dead. So finally the day was here, and our daughter was at school. And so my sister and my wife, they took Annie to go have to put her to sleep. And I went to go pick up our daughter to tell her. I've already been telling her. And so I picked her up, I told her, it was brutal.
very sad. She took it as if this was the first she's heard about it. We get home, and my wife was like, how was it? Which is already a dumb, like, it was great. You know, I loved it. Can't wait for the next thing to die. Nice to say I told you so, you know. I told my wife it was terrible, you know. And then my wife goes, you didn't tell her that I did it, did you? And I was like, no, why would I say that? Like, I didn't even think about it, you know. Then I looked at her, is that what you would have said, though? Would you have told her that I did it? You know how your dad's been talking with the dog dying? Well, he's finally had enough.
I used so much ketchup once at a restaurant that a stranger walked up and goes, that's a lot of ketchup. Do you know how much ketchup you got to use? That guy doesn't want to get involved, you know? But he sees it. His wife's like, let it go. He's like, I think I got to say something. I don't think he knows that no one's using that much ketchup. We went to Europe last year, and by the way, we were flying from Nashville to London, and we go, it was 4:42 p.m. Nashville time. So as a family, I said, let's guess what time it is in London. So I said 12:42 a.m. Our daughter said 1:42 a.m. My wife, her guess was 11, and that's it. Yeah, she didn't say the 42. And I was like, just say the 42. And she goes, you know what I mean. I go, I know, but just show her daughter you know what a normal person would say. That started a pretty big fight.
My dad is a magician. He's done that my entire life. He was a clown at the very beginning, just in case you're like, how do you get into something like that? He goes clowned in magic. There's 2 steps. You can take them in either order. I was born, he was a clown. It was never weird to me. I thought everybody's dad was a clown. My first memory of my life is I was 5 years old, and I remember my mom walked me out to the front yard, and my dad pulled up with this old red Mazda. He's dressed as a clown. That doesn't even faze me. That's just how he left. How else would he come home? And the Easter Bunny was in the passenger seat. That's the first thing that I remember to my life. If you want to know how you get into comedy, that's a pretty good nudge. And I remember it didn't fit, the Easter Bunny head didn't fit in the car, like he couldn't sit normal, so his head was bent to the side. And I remember he had his seatbelt on, and he's just like, and I was like, I like to think about all the other people that saw that just in the car next to him, just at a red light. You're like, I didn't even know they hung out like that. So me and my dad, he just does magic now, and he's very good at what he does. He's very funny, and we do shows together. So one time magicians have conventions where they get together and they're buy and sell tricks, and they give a lecture, and they do this big show. So this guy was putting one together in Des Moines, Iowa, which is the birthplace of magic, something a lot of people don't know. And it's not, but it does sound like it could be. I don't know why. I said that in Des Moines, and people are like, I think I already knew that. They're like, yeah, he's right. So this guy calls me, he's like, your dad's performing this year, so we want you to come down, and we're gonna make you appear out of a magic trick. I'm gonna come out, I'm gonna surprise my dad, surprise the audience, everybody will go crazy, and then I'll do 5 minutes of stand-up, and that will end the show. He's like, it's gonna be like a big deal. I was like, all right, I agreed to it. I fly to Des Moines, I'm hiding, I'm in my room, no one knows I'm there. The show starts, my dad's out performing, I climb in a box backstage. When my dad gets done performing, they ask him to stay and help, they push the box out. The trick is, the guy is a very pretty lady assistant. She walks around, shows the box is empty, and then she climbs in. Normally it just falls apart, and then but now it falls apart, and it's me, and I pop out. And you have to come out big. I don't know if you've ever appeared of a magic trick, but if you do, yeah, you can't just be like, how you doing? You know, like, it's gotta be a grand, like, can you believe it? And I look at my dad, his face is so surprised, he had no idea. But his eyes are just like, why would you ever do this? And I was like, this is not a good time to visit you. The audience is clapping, but they're not going that crazy. Like, the clapping starts dying down. And as I'm standing there, it's like hitting me that I was like, I don't think they know who we are. That guy told me they did, and they don't. They don't know that's my dad. They don't know I'm a comedian. This looks like the stupidest trick they've ever seen. It doesn't make sense. Like, they're like, a pretty girl goes in, then just a whatever dude pops out. That's your trick? Your trick is backwards, sir. It's backwards. And now I gotta do comedy, but they don't know I'm a comedian, so I get a microphone. They're like, he's gonna talk to us now? How long is this trick? And when you do comedy in front of people not expecting comedy, it does not come off as comedy. It sounds like a mean speech. They were just like, get back in the box. Where's the girl? Is she fine? Can we hear from her? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Unbelievable. So I'm Nate. Pretty lazy guy. I realized how lazy I was recently. I was watching a football game, and I was sitting on my couch, and I was going to get something to drink. Right when I get up to go, one team kicked off to the other team. Before I could get back, they ran a 100-yard kickoff return, and I missed it. Like, the guy ran 100 yards before I could get 3 to maybe 4 yards. That guy also had 11 people really trying not to let him run 100 yards. I had nobody. No one cared what I was doing. When you watch sporting events, too, I feel like the commercials that they have, they're like advertising towards like professional athletes. Like, they have like running shoes. They're like, oh, you should buy these shoes. Then it shows like an NFL player like running with a tire tied to his back. And you're like, all right, well, how do those shoes look with jeans and sitting down? Because that's how I will be using them. I got to get tire and a rope. That's a lot. That's a lot you're asking. Someone gave me an Under Armour shirt. Do you know those? It's like skin tight. Like, it just shows the worst parts of your body. I look better without a shirt on than with that shirt on. Just brutal. You know, like in plastic surgery, how they draw like markers on you and stuff? Like, they should just put you in that shirt and be like, obviously you can see where we're gonna go after the target areas. I always tell people I gotta get back in shape, but I mean, I've never been in shape. So most people are like, if I can get back to my 20s, I would have to go back to 7. Like, if I could go back to when I was 7, I was killing it. For me, a good workout would be walking to McDonald's would be a great start. You know, maybe stand up and eat it, see if that does something. Instead, I ordered the P90X videos, thought I could do that. You know, never worked out a day in my life, so let's do what the Navy SEALs do. I did not do it. You know what made me order it? Like, you know, in the commercial, you know, they show like a before body and then an after body. I was like blown away by the before body. I thought that's what you get to look like. I was like, that guy looks great. Then I saw the after body and I was like, does the before body guy have a DVD? Because that guy looks more my speed, you know? Like, what did he do to get to that? And I'll just do that. Thank you. Thank you. No, come on. Thank you, guys. I signed up for a mixed martial arts class as well. Made it one day. That's it. Like, they want you, it's about fighting is what that class is about. I thought it was like some guys will maybe do like push-ups or something. The first day I go in, they just pair me up with some 16-year-old kid that wants to fight for a living and wasn't raised by human people. And they're like, why don't y'all just go at it? And I was like, well, I think it's because we have different goals. Maybe that's why we should not go at it. I believe he's training for the Hunger Games. I just want you not be able to see my nipples through my shirt. So, yeah, levels. That MMA is a great way to protect yourself, though. I watched. Here's another way if you don't know how to fight. I watched the thing on 60 Minutes. They did this piece about buying tigers. Like you can buy. Like if you guys want a tiger, I could get you in touch with a guy that can give you a pretty sweet deal on a tiger. 60 Minutes did this whole undercover report, and they filmed like where this guy keeps tigers, and then they interviewed him afterwards. They're like, "Hey, do you think it's too easy to buy a tiger in this country?" And he was like, "Yeah, sadly it is. It's way too easy." And I was like, that was my favorite part, you know? Like that shows why America's the best. I didn't even know you could buy tigers before I watched this. I would have been embarrassed to ask. And then I watched it, and I was like, I don't really have to jump through hoops if I want to buy a tiger. It's not an all-day thing. It's an hour. I'll be right back with our tiger. And everybody wants to get rid of guns, and what makes me nervous is like, if you took away guns from people, those are the exact same people that will buy tigers. And that's going to be a much bigger problem. You're probably going to be like, look, here's your gun back. And they'll be like, no, I'm good. My tiger is way better than my gun. My gun missed all the time. My tiger rarely misses. Even if he does miss, it's just for a second. It's never long. Like if some guy dodges the tiger and he's like, your dumb tiger missed, it's like, well, he did not. He is right behind you now. And he is furious. So thank you guys so much, man. You guys were great. I'm gonna let this one go by. I mean, like, the hard part is I see them coming before y'all, and I mean, I just see a blinking, like, 5 miles away going, that one looks like it's coming. In my head, I'm just like, I think it's, A couple times I've looked, and it was just stars. I like, look up, and I'll be like, that one's not moving that quick. I feel like we're sitting on top of it. You're like, that's the moon. Is it? I was with a buddy, and we rented a car. He's driving. On the way out there, I see a dead horse. I mean, just laid out in someone's yard. And I've never seen that before. And I was like, man, I bet you don't think about that when you buy a horse. Like it dying. Like you don't fast forward that far. That's a huge thing, dying in your yard. That's the weight of a horse. I mean, you can't just scoot it off into the woods with your foot. And be like, let's try to get another one before the kids come home. You have to tell your wife to keep the kids away for a month. You got to Google how to move a dead horse. You got to possibly get another horse to help you do it, and that's not going to be easy. I think that's what the blinders are for, because it's like just look ahead. Don't worry about what's going on back here. Or you got to get your friends to help you do it, and you can't spill the beans too quick on that. You think it's hard to get them to help you move a couch? Try a dead horse. I mean, you got to lie to them. You got to just be like, we're getting a divorce. We hate each other. Just come over. Bring your truck, though. And when they pull in there, let me tell you, they're going to see it. All right, everybody saw it. It was next to the road. So they're going to pull into that driveway and be like, man, I don't think they're going to divorce at all. I think we're here to move that dead horse is what I think. And I say, let's let him bring it up, make him ask. But I will be shocked if we don't touch that dead horse today. And look, if you ever have to move a dead horse, I've clearly thought about it. And you want to be the first one to the horse. You don't want someone else to tell you where to grab a dead horse. So you just run out there like you love it, like it's the third one you've done that day, and get to the hoofs. Go ahead and start lifting and be like, you guys get where you guys got to get. Some guys down there, and let's just get it over with. I was golfing recently. You get done, you get very hot and sweaty, and I wanted to change shirts before I drove back. So I go to the trunk of my car and staying in the parking lot. I take my shirt off. I have no shirt on, and this old man walks up to me and goes, "Olivia?" He was looking for his elderly wife and saw me with no shirt on at a car that he does not recognize. None of this is enough to not make him say, he's like, "Olivia?" I was embarrassed. I turned around, like, covered up. I was like, "What's that?" I go, "What'd you say?" And he was like, "All right, my bad. Honest mistake." And I was like, "God, that hurts worse than saying Olivia." I don't know who he offended more, me or Olivia. I think we could both have a word with him. I'd love to meet her, though. I'll tell you that. I'd love to see her and be like, all right, I get it, you know, like just. I'm married as well, and my wife always tells me that I don't like the way she talks, and it's not her voice. I like the sound of her voice. That'd be a big problem, I think, if it was like, it's your voice. I just hate it. To go to couples therapy and be like, can you hear it right? Like, it's not, you know, it's not fun. It's the information that she chooses to tell me at times. We took a trip to Fort Lauderdale, and her and our daughter are flying from Nashville, where we live, and I was flying from Detroit. We're meeting at Fort Lauderdale's airport. I have to find them when they land. So I called her because I was about to take off, and I was like, all right, what time do you guys leave? And she goes, noon. It's 11:30, and they're still at home. I was like, Laura, I don't know if you even know what an airport is. I mean, but if that plane was in our driveway, I don't think you could make it. She said, that's what time we leave for the airport. Our flight's not till 1:30. And I was like, all right, okay. So what do you think I wanted to know when I asked that? Is that what you thought? The best information you could give me was a time that means nothing to nobody? What time did you go to bed last night? Just tell me that, and I'll just look up all the planes that land in Florida, and I'll guess which one I think you're on. She said, I'm sorry I don't talk the way you want me to talk. I'm like, I want you to talk like a regular person, all right? Just like you've been around people, you know? We didn't talk in Florida, I'll tell you that.
We got very lucky with our neighbors. Our neighbors are super cool, and we're very close with them. They all have real jobs. They went to college and stuff. And one of them is a management consultant, so he manages all the consultants. And yeah, it's a tough job, all right? There's a lot of consultants, and he's like, you better get back, you know? You just can't consult up in here. So he's busy. Our other neighbor's an actuary. I thought that was with birds. I was like, what's that bird right there? He goes, I don't know. And I was like, as an actuary, you don't know what that bird is right there? I think it's because I'm peeing so much longer, and I'm not used to this new old rhythm yet. Because in your 40s, there's a lot of false stops. You learn pretty quick to be like, let's hang back, let's let traffic thin out a little bit. I watch young people come and go. I'm like, tell my family I'm okay. I took speech in college. I would ride there with my friend, going to a business class or something, whatever you go to. I was like, all right, I'll catch you after speech. And I still say a lot of words wrong. That's what I don't understand. I say poem, which no one ever knows. Poem, like, yeah, P-O-E-M, I go poem. We'll fix that, speech class. What if I want to be a poem writer? What if I have a lot of great poem ideas and no one takes me serious because I'm like, listen to my poems. I say ol, super southern one, oil. I don't even know how to say it, like how to y'all. Oil, O-I-L. Yeah, guys. I go motor oil, like tin full. I mean, Southern Community College, that should be mandatory. Did they fix that? They should write OIL on the board. And I just go, oh. They go, all right, we're going to take care of that, all right? There's a pretty good chance you're going to be working with a lot of that.
People always talk to me very easy too, or like if I talk to a stranger, I can always feel it. And I think it's my eyes. I have big eyes, you know? And so I just get a lot of like, you still with me, man? And I'm just sitting there like, yeah, man, I'm listening. He goes, all right, I don't feel like you could have been anywhere, you know? I got a reversible jacket at home and I have them because I didn't know it was reversible. Bought them at the same time. Tried them both on separately. Like the black one, thought might as well get one too. Went and laid them up there, and I remember they go, "Are you sure?" I go, "Yeah, I think I know what I'm doing here, all right?"
I took a typing class in 7th grade. That's how. And I thought it was a waste of my time. In my head, I was like, who's going to be typing? Cursive is the future. That's why I like there's the future. I don't know what's going on. I don't know technology. I don't know what AI is. I don't think you get to know what AI is and also see a donkey jump off a high dive. I think it was one or the other. And I saw the donkey, so I'm out. If I send an email and it says the file is too big, I don't know what to do. My best guess is I try to resend it. That's what I try to do. You know how dumb that is? The computer's like, no. And I go, what about now, though? Put 3 men in that room. 2 of those men will fight that orangutan. The other one would have started it going, I think y'all should fight that orangutan. So guys get in there, and they're like, all right, we'll go fight this orangutan. And the orangutan would just knock everybody out. Because we don't have the internet to look up how strong's an orangutan. It's all word of mouth back then. You had to meet a guy to just fought an orangutan. And you're like, but the arms are skinny. He's like, I know. That's what made me get in there as well. So PETA put a stop to that also. Yeah. Look, whatever you want to say about PETA, they did some real work in the 1900s. I just want to buy stuff and her not know I bought it. And that's so hard. I think if I knew the name of my bank, I could do it. But I gotta go through her to get that information. I poke around. I'm like, if I had a bank, what bank do you think I would go to? I also, once a week, walk into a bank. Hello, is my money in this bank?
I'm doing for, my daughter's future environment is what I decided to do. They say we won't have water. So I put a bunch of buckets outside to collect water. And when she turns 18 and she's like, do I get money? Like, something a little better than money. Bet you've always wondered what those buckets were doing outside. Well, they're all yours. And that's for your kids and their kids. Everybody gets a bucket of water. No. Look, guys, all seriousness, though, global warming, we gotta stop it. More of it. I don't really know which way we want to go, but it can't stay warmer. I know that. It's got to be one or, something's got to happen. Something can't stay where we're at. So go, I don't know what direction you want me to just go. Look, all seriousness, let's use this as a platform for global, guys. I felt like, as a spokesperson for all of Earth, all right? I think I'll give you a message that I don't think no one will give you, and I'm here to say that we're doing fine. So just relax. We're in a time where everybody yells at you and everybody's bad. We're doing great, all right? I did some research, and I was like, let me look at the other planets. Let's see how good they're doing. And I don't want to, it's unbelievable. They're nowhere right now. Some of them have too many moons. That's how stupid they are. And so let's calm down, all right? We're so much farther ahead. They haven't started and we're almost done. So let's celebrate being first. Don't be sore winners.
I pulled a muscle recently. I guess it was in my soul. It was dead middle of my body. I thought it was the front, and then I was like, well, that back hurts too. So. Well, what's in the middle? What muscle is in the middle?
We took a trip to Florida, to Fort Lauderdale, and her and our daughter are flying from Nashville, where we live, and I'm flying from Detroit. We're meeting at Fort Lauderdale's airport. I have to find them when they land. So I called her because I was about to take off, and I was like, all right, what time do you guys leave? She goes, noon. And it was 11:30, and they're still at home. I was like, Laura, I don't know if you even know what an airport is. But if that plane was in our driveway, I don't think you could make it. And she said, that's what time we leave for the airport. Our flight's not till 1:30. And I was like, all right. So what do you think I wanted to know when I asked that? Is that what you thought the best time you could give me was a time that means nothing to nobody? What time did you go to bed last night? Just tell me that. I'll just look up all the planes that land in Florida, and I'll guess which one I think you're on. She said, I'm sorry I don't talk the way you want me to talk. I'm like, I want you to talk like a regular person, all right? Like you've been around people before, We didn't talk in Florida, I'll tell you that. She's good at not talking to me. She can go a long time. She could do her whole marriage career. The next update to it is so Cape Fear Cemetery has closed down. And I know, you guys had a chance to go to it. It is closed. So the guy that owned it, his name is Dean Ripa. I do not know this guy. He was there that day. I saw him that day. I don't know him. This place will be a part of my life for the rest of my life. And I was there for one day. So he was a very original guy. He was his own guy. And you can see there's great stuff on him. There's another thing on Netflix called 72 Deadliest Animals. They interview him in that. There's also great YouTube clips where he would bring like venomous snakes to local Wilmington news channels, and he would barely pay attention to these snakes. He would like have it like on the table, and he's like not even look. They're like, could you grab it maybe more? And he's like, what's that? Like, we didn't even ask you to bring that in, by the way. Do you want me to leave it in the car? What'd you want me? I remember when I was there that day, there's like cages empty, and you're like, is that supposed to be empty? He's like, we're cleaning that, but if you see something, tell us. But I'm pretty sure we're cleaning that one. So the main reason it closed is, sadly, to announce that guy, he has died. He passed away, and it's pretty wild stuff. So how he died, a little different than most. And I'm gonna just tell you, and I already know what you're thinking in your head. And his wife shot him. So, yeah, you weren't thinking that, I can tell you that. It's unbelievable. I mean, the odds of this they're definitely higher than if you don't own a snake museum, but there's still, it's insane. So, this all happened after we taped the stand-ups. And so, I was telling an audience who would guess like how he died. And so I'm gonna just tell you the guesses where people, a steak got him, good guess. Crocodile ate him, solid guess. Someone yelled cancer once, and I was like, what? Like, I don't know if I'd present it like this if I knew the answer was cancer. Let's go around the room, everybody. Guess how he died. Cancer? That guy got it. That was a good guess, One guy guessed it once, Huntsville, Alabama. And it was an older gentleman. He was sitting up front, and he just goes, did his wife shoot him? And when someone guesses your guess, and you're like, you're the worst, man. And I was like, did you look it up? And he had a flip phone on his table. He wasn't looking stuff up. And I was like, why would you ever guess that? And he was like, because my wife shot me. And I was like, well, that's fair. I bet he guesses that with every death he hears. Just, Frank, did his wife shoot him? No. And I'm not going to tell you anymore if you keep guessing that, all right? That's the last one.
I do my own laundry. Thanks. Thank you. I think that's what it deserves. My mom did my dad's laundry, so I thought all wives do husbands' laundry. And I've always done my own. And to be honest, I felt it had been forgotten about over these past 17 years. The sacrifice I was making that other husbands didn't have to make. One day, I was driving home, and it popped in my head, and I was like, all right, I'll bring that up. I mean, I didn't bring it up that day, I was like, I'm sure there will be a time where we'll be in some fight, I'll be losing this fight, and then, I just come, I'm like, I do my own laundry. She's like, fight's over. You win, I forgot how good I got it. So I sit on it for 6 months, a long time. We finally get in a fight. I don't remember what the fight was about. Nothing. I don't know. It wasn't laundry. I remember that. So I'm losing this fight. And so in my head, I'm like, this is it. I was sad to see it go. That's how good I felt. I felt bad for her. I was like, she thinks she's winning. I'm about to drop a bomb on her right now. So just out of nowhere, I do my own laundry. And I mean, I said it like, they don't make them like this no more. I was shocked that it started a second fight I never saw coming. We do laundry very differently. She'll read the labels, I'll wash a rug and a suit together. I don't know. You don't put your shoes in there? Put your shoes. The washing machine's always a foot from the wall when I get done. It's like, that was a lot of stuff you put in there, you know? Yeah. And look, it's almost all wet. So we would go watch my dad. So my dad would do magic. Right next to him, they had a donkey jumping off a high dive into a pool. So pretty hard to keep everybody's attention. When my dad is like, is this your card? And everybody, this donkey's about to jump off this high dive. That's something you don't think you want to see till it's up there. And I use the word jump very loosely. These donkeys are falling off this high dive. But you can't put that on the sign, you know? You don't watch a donkey fall off a high dive? No? Okay. What if he jumped? Well, at least he's into it. So the donkey would go up this ramp like 40 feet in the air, and it would just stand there because it doesn't want to jump. It's not in on this. So, but it gets stuck because donkeys can't walk backwards. Not positive if that is true, but I've never seen a donkey go backwards. I've never even really looked, but I honestly think 45 years I would have seen a couple donkeys go backwards. So the donkey stays there, and he sends a dog up the ramp. It barks at the donkey, and the donkey jumps in the pool. And as someone that has seen this, I'll tell you, when that donkey hits the water, you're like, we should probably get out of here. It's not as fun as you thought it would be. I mean, this is going to sound dumb, but you're really surprised you're seeing what the sign said you would see. PETA got a hold of that. They shut it down, and that was one I think everybody was like, fair enough, we get that. I've done pretty good during COVID. Because I feel like I lost some weight during COVID. You could go two ways. If you wanted to gain weight, this is your time. I mean, everybody's fine with it. You can just do it. But I've been doing all that up until COVID. I've always lived by that rule. So during COVID, I was like, I need to stop. And my neighbor started working out in his driveway. And so he's like, let's work out in my driveway. And, you know, I make a lot of excuses during COVID. You're like, I'm just so busy. You know, I got a lot of stuff to do today. And he's just out there. So I started doing it with him, and he had a trainer. And I'm not a big fan of working out. Never done it. And I told him, I was like, I just want to do upper body stuff. And they go, all right, well, how about we just do legs every day? That's all it is legs. I think it's a huge conspiracy with trainers that you never actually do your upper body. And when you are doing it, I mean, I asked him, I go, is this upper body? He goes, yeah. I go, yeah, because I'm bending down quite a bit. Our family, we just eat a lot of fast food. Our family text thread, my dad texted, he was like, I found a way to get a Big Mac cheaper. And he said, you can order a double cheeseburger and ask for Big Mac sauce. So he goes, it's cheaper. And they get rid of that third bun, so it's Atkins. That's how you do it. That third bun is the one that you're like, I don't know if I need the third bun.
I had to take reading. I took reading. I drove to that class. I drove to a reading class. I'm not even an immigrant. I am from here. I should have knocked that out years ago. Everything. I think they were just impressed when you made it to the class. They were like, look who made it today, buddy. You're like, fun, you guys. These are good. The best.